Hello everyone, welcome back. So I am super excited because, and I feel like we all say that in all of our videos, we are super excited, which I mean every video I am excited to film, I'm excited to do whatever I'm doing that day. But I will tell you why I'm excited, okay? Because I got my hands on the new e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. It is a glow booster for radiant skin. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, before I read anyone's comments, when I saw Trend Mood actually post this, I was like, that is going to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Like, someone finally did it. And of course it was e.l.f. So I'm just super excited to try this out. I ordered it right on launch day. It got here like literally 2 or 3 days later. I'm just now getting to film it, and I know by now like 1,000 videos are posted already, but this was something that I couldn't pass up. I had to get it. I had to get it. So I do have 2 of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filters in front of me right now. I have this one, it's in shade 3 Fair. So this one is actually a small one that I purchased a little after I got this one. So this one, when I ordered this one was actually on Black Friday, because Charlotte Tilbury does do awesome sales on Black Friday, and the only shade that was left that would be even close enough to maybe work for me was this shade. I really didn't tan a whole lot this summer yet, even though we're already like mid-July, but I was planning on just keeping this and using this as my summer shade. So this is in the shade Tan 5. So I do have 2 of them. I think I used this one once, and I usually use this one here. So I'm going to probably use the smaller one with this one to compare, because I feel like the most similar. This one is actually shade 3 as well. So they're both shade 3. This one's Fair 3, this one's Light Medium shade 3. If I'm not mistaken, I think this one comes in 8 different shades. It is supposed to be very flexible to kind of blend in with different skin tones, not just one specifically. So I'm very, very excited, but I just need to do my overall makeup today, so I need to get ready for the day. My daughter's napping, so now's the best time. I'm not going to do a wear test or anything. I feel like there are a lot of other videos out there that are doing wear tests. I normally do not use the Charlotte Tilbury as like my main product. I guess you could say like my main base. I usually just use it on the high points of my face. I will either use it as just like a liquid highlighter, or I will put it under my makeup to give me that little glow boost through my foundation or whatever I'm using that day. So I normally never use it as like my regular base. I just think it's a little bit, for me, it's a little bit too glowy as like an all over, you know, skin base type of thing. I do not have like super dry skin though. I do have like pretty normal combination. I think just now it's starting to become a little bit more on the oily side. I was pretty like normal to dry. Now I'm a little normal to oily. I feel like because we're in summer now. But as you can see, I did my skincare like, I think it was maybe 9 o'clock this morning. It is currently going on, it's actually going on 3 o'clock this afternoon. So as you can see, this is like my natural base. I do have the sun coming in, but you can see like I don't look dull at all. So if I would just wear this, I feel like I would look like a Tin Man maybe. So, but we are gonna wear it underneath. I do have almost a full face of e.l.f. today, because I'm like, you know what, why not just dedicate this whole video to e.l.f. I haven't done a full face of e.l.f. in a while. I feel I'm excited to use my old favorites as well as some newer products. I love ice cold water. I just love it so much. I know like room temperature water is supposed to hydrate you more, but there's just something about ice cold water, especially when it's 90 degrees outside. I think it's like 93, I don't know, but it's just very hot here. So let's just jump right into this. I'm just gonna go right in with the Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this side. So normally what I do is I will just kind of put it on my high points of my face, just like that. Tuck my hair back a little bit, and then I will just blend it, and then as I'm blending it, I will start moving it around and fade it to the rest of my face. So I do put it all over, but I start it where I would want it mainly to be, And then whatever's left, I will just kind of blend it out. So we're just gonna do the half face. And I do love this product. This product just melts into the skin. It just becomes one. It just gives you that beautiful glow that everybody wants. It's gonna make you look young. Okay. I should probably have a ring light over here so you guys can see a little bit better, but next I'm gonna take a different brush. These two brushes were like clean, so there was literally nothing on them to interfere. So I'm gonna open up this product here. First of all, I love the packaging. I love how like chic it looks. It looks really, really nice. And you have a doe foot as well, but good lord, this doe foot is really, really big. So just to compare to the full size, like this is the comparison to the doe foots. Like as you can see, this one here is just a slightly bigger than what a normal concealer would be, and this one looks like it's made to be like a foundation doe foot. So we're just gonna do the same thing. I'm not even gonna dip back in. This is exactly how much product came out when taking it out. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly put it, and that was enough for me, to be honest. It actually looks slightly more pigmented. I wonder how it's gonna look blended out, but it kind of looks slightly more pigmented to the point where, do you see that? Like it looks like, not like foundation, but I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury one kind of just like, I don't know, just like blends right into the skin, where this looks like there's just a little bit more coverage maybe. I'm kind of been avoiding this area actually because I have so much like acne. I think I had lip balm on and then it somehow like I got it too high and it just broke me out like crazy. All right. So I'm just gonna look up close to my skin and just see, wow, there is not a difference. Like, I mean, it did look like there was going to be some coverage on the e.l.f. side, but now that I really blended it in, maybe slightly, but not like, it's not a huge big difference. It's not like, oh, it's not really what the Charlotte Tilbury is. It's more of a tinted like tint or something. It really isn't. It looked like it was going to have more coverage. I'm just going to put some actually on the back of my hands. And I'm actually going to just take my finger. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of throwing me off. Okay. So here's my hand like without it. And here's with it. So it did give some coverage, huh? There is some coverage there. But it's, again, it's not like, you know, if you don't want to wear anything with coverage, you don't want to wear a foundation, you know, you just want to wear something glowy, I think this product would still be like just as good. Let me do the same thing to this side. I'm putting just as much on. And I'm just going to see if there's like the same amount of coverage. Like I'm saying, when you blend it out, I think it's just more blurring than anything. You do get slight coverage with the Charlotte Tilbury one as well, but I do feel like you get slightly more coverage with the e.l.f. one. Just a very, very slight difference. Like it's not, like I said, it's not a whole lot. They feel the exact same way. Like they've both been kind of sitting on my skin almost the same amount of time, and they both feel like slightly tacky, a little bit dewy. They feel exactly the same, but guys, they look the same. Like, I don't know if you guys can like see my skin on this side as good as this side, but like it looks exactly the same. I really do like both, but Jesus, like this, the difference, like this goes for $14. Like the price difference, I mean, I'm just glad someone finally did that. All right, so next we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. This is the Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish CC Cream. So this does have SPF 30 in it, which is great. This one is in the shade, what shade is this one? This one is Light 280 Neutral. This one is slightly a little bit darker actually than the other one I have, and this one is going to expire this year too, so I'm trying to use it up. It's gonna expire next month, so alright, so we're just gonna blend this in. I'm just using the e.l.f. Total Face sponge. See the difference? Like, it's just the tone. I don't know, it might be the tone too, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Even with the CC cream on, both sides still look identical. Yeah. I don't know. So for concealer, I'm just going to go in with the hydrating e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one's in the shade Medium Peach. And I'm just going to kind of balance everything out a little bit. I'm not going to set anything yet because I am going to go in with some cream bronzer. This one is my favorite cream bronzer when it comes to e.l.f. and maybe like drugstore in general. Like, I freaking love this. If you do not have this in your collection, I think you just need to just go out and get it right now. They still have it in stores. You can order online, of course, as well. But this is the cream contour palette. I don't really use this like highlight banana shade, but these other shades are so freaking nice. I do like the putty bronzers from e.l.f. as well, but if I had to choose, I still like this one better, in my opinion. This one here has kind of just been more of the shade that I dig into. Kind of place it down, and then I'm probably, just to give me a little bit of a softer look, I'm gonna go in with my sponge and just kind of blend it. I'm just gonna go down. This product is slightly more pigmented than the putty bronzers, but it's, in my opinion, it's a little too high. It's a little bit more creamier, I feel. I don't know, but I'm just gonna. I actually forgot, I wanted to go in and fill in my pores with the Poreless Putty Primer. I love this primer, as you can tell, but I totally forgot to go in with that. I wanted to do it on both sides because I normally need that like in this area, but I forgot, so that's okay. But to set the under eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Halo Glow setting powder. I have two shades here. For my under eye, I'm gonna use light pink, and I'm just gonna use the sponge. And it's nice to use a sponge that's still wet, but like kind of just a little damp. It's not too. I just love this powder. If you're like me, who like, if I can go without setting my makeup, I would, because I like the look of like glowy, healthy, dewy skin. But the thing is that my concealer creases and my T-zone gets normally pretty oily in the summer, so I have to set it. But I like that. So I like using a powder that's going to set my makeup but not make me look super dry or heavy or cakey. And this freaking powder just, it just makes your makeup look so beautiful and set, but still lets a glow come through. This one, so much powder, came So again, I'm just kind of doing the same thing, and then I'm just setting around my nose because I want that to be set just a little bit more heavier. I'm gonna take a powdered brush and I'm just gonna hit the rest of my face very lightly. My face still has a glow, but it's set. It's not, doesn't look greasy or too dewy. As you can see, the bronzer is still coming through. It's still there, but we're just gonna top it off a little bit more with the I think this is the primer infused bronzer. This is Forever Sunkiss. I obviously you can see how much I love this bronzer. Just kind of give us a little bit more warmth. And I'm just gonna keep this like very tight to the hairline, because again, that other bronzer that we put on with the cream is still there. So we're just gonna very lightly top it off. Not a whole lot. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to put on some blush. When I ordered the Halo Glow filter, I purchased the luminous blushes as well. When they first came out, I was really excited because I was like, ooh, but then I was like, no, Sierra, you don't need any more cream blushes. Like, I do not need any more cream blushes. So every once in a while when I would go inside, you know, Target or Ulta or, you know, wherever, I would just kind of check to see if they have them. And they didn't. Ulta didn't have them yet either. And so I was like, okay, you know what? It's not meant to be. I don't need them anyways. I'm not really going to place an order online just for these, so it's fine. But then when I was placing my order for this, I was like, well, since I'm already placing an order, I might as well try the luminous blushes. I do like their normal putty blushes. And I've been liking, you know, blushes that have a little bit of a glow, but not like glittery. I don't want it to look like metallic, but I do like a blush with a glow to it. And I love them. So the one that I've been using since I got it, because again, I literally got my package like 2 or 3 days after launch date when this came out. I've been using this blush and I freaking love it so much. So the blush that I been using is Belize. I think it's Belize. But it's like this, like almost like a coral, I don't know, like a peachy pink type of color, and it is just, it is so stunning. I love it. So I got 2 shades because I didn't know exactly, you know, if I was gonna like it or not. And this shade here, if you saw my previous makeup tutorial, like my red hot chili pepper look, I just been into these like bright orange, red, you know, type of colors for summer, especially when you have a tan. It's just, oh, I love these shades. So I think I'm gonna put this one on today because, I mean, come on, it's kind of going and matching with what I have. But this one's called Isla del Sol, I think is what it's called. And again, it's just one of those like pop-in, like orange. This is what it looks like, and we're gonna like open it up. So it's like one of those like bright orange, almost looks like a fire red, but it's like a bright orange type of color. Ooh. Ooh. So if the formula is the same, like if the formula is very consistent, I know I'm probably gonna love this just as much. So I do put these on top of powders. The normal putty blushes you can normally put on top of powders. I normally never have an issue. That formula is like a cream to powder finish type of formula, and I must say that these are very similar. I do not have an issue with putting these on top of a powder, and it looks dewy and highlighty and just looks not highlighty, I don't want to say highlighty like glitter, but like it gives you that nice healthy glow look, but it doesn't feel like a wet cream blush on your cheek like some dewy cream blushes. So sometimes I want like a dewy cream blush because I want the glow, but it kind of sucks when you feel like that tackiness still there. I do not like to feel tacky, I just like to look tacky, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go in with a duo brush, and yeah, let's see. So smile. I kind of blend it up a little bit just so that way there's no harsh lines. Ugh. I love it. I love it already. It just looks so similar to this one, only this one's a little bit more of like a pop of color. But I must say it's wearable. It's not as like if you compare it, you can see the similarity, but it's not like as intense, I guess you can say. Like, it's buildable, but that's what I like about it. I like how I can really coat my brush. I don't have to like, you know, tap it off. And as you can see, like when you first put it on, and then you just kind of blend it. And then if you want, I just put some like sometimes like around the nose, and then I'm just gonna kind of put some on my forehead too, just to kind of make it look like I got some sunburn. I love it, love it, love it. And I'll show you guys in natural lighting too, like what it looks like, because I know with like the weird lighting and my weird angles, it kind of looks a little bit sometimes too glowy or greasy like, but I'm telling you, in person it just looks so pretty. So I did not have a e.l.f. brow pencil. I thought I did, but I guess I used them up. So we're just gonna go in with the Wet n Wild one. It's affordable. And then I do have the Wow Brow from e.l.f. though, so that's what we're gonna be using to do our eyebrows. So I'm just gonna very quickly do this, and we will be right back. All right, so now brows are done. We're gonna go, all we have to do are eyes and lips. So for eyes, I'm just gonna jump into this little quad from e.l.f. And this one is the I Love You Latte one, because I'm just gonna keep things very simple on the eyes, not gonna do anything too crazy. You could even use your bronzer if you want. And I did also pick up from e.l.f. it's their No Budge Cream eyeshadows. They did come out with a lot of fun colors, but I know me, I'm not going to use them. I did pick up Sand Dune though, as like just like an all over like brown for the eye, again just keeping it neutral. And then I picked up this darker brown. So my idea with these both shades, because I didn't know, like I couldn't tell, but this with the swatches what it was going to look like, was to use them as almost like cream eyeliner in a way, like to do like a little wing, like a little shadow wing moment, but with cream eyeshadow. So I don't know, but we're gonna use the darker brown one because the lighter brown one did not really show up on me. I think if you have very fair skin and you just want like a nice soft wing, I think this would work, but for me it really didn't show up a whole lot. So I'm gonna use the darker brown one. This one is in the shade Plateau, P-L-A-T-A-U. So if I butchered that, I'm sorry. I ain't perfect. These are so creamy. So I really do like that. And I'm sure if you even buy the nice fun colors, you can do the same thing. Use it as like, use it to make your wings, or of course all over the lid eyeshadow type of moment. But yeah, so pretty cool. I'm gonna go in with some mascara. I don't want to say I used up my other Big Mood mascara, but I had it for I think about maybe 6 to 8 months. So you're only supposed to have mascara for like between 4 to 6 months, depending I guess on the mascara. But so I did have to get rid of it, but I really did like it. And so when I ordered from e.l.f., one of my free, I guess like points item, like if you have so many points when you're a member you can get free stuff, was a mini travel the Big Mood mascara. So All right, so we got mascara on, and now last but not least, we're gonna do lips. So to kind of go with the fiery moment, again, I know I did a very similar look to this. I'm sorry, it's just been my vibe lately. We're gonna go in with the e.l.f. lip gloss stain, whatever this is, and this is in the spicy sienna. But first we're gonna kind of like do a little contouring to the lips. So this is in the shade light brown. It's not obviously a match to the lip product, but it's gonna give us a little definition. Just like that, just something to give us a little definition, and then we're gonna put this right on top. So I'm very excited to see. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Now these aren't going to be like as pigmented as I move it along. It's going to kind of like not sheer out, but it's not going to be like boom, you know. You can of course put this on without a lip liner if you don't really care too much about definition. I don't always, just sometimes. And then I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. So this is the setting spray that I'm actually using. I just poured it into a different bottle because that nozzle just kept getting stuck on me, and then it got to the point where I couldn't get it to work again. So we're just gonna spray. All right guys, this is it. This is the final look for today using basically everything e.l.f. 100%. These are selling out now, so if you can get your hands on the shade, I would definitely recommend getting it. I mean, even if you're not sure between which shade, even if you pick up two, you're still paying less than buying one full-size version of the Charlotte Tilbury. So is this something that you know, if you wanted to really try, is it something that's worth trying? I really do like it. There's a reason why it's everyone's favorite. It's like everyone loves this, and it is a nice product to have. They do sell little mini versions if you wanted to just try it out, or if you wanted to compare for yourself. They do sell little mini versions too, so you can always buy a little mini one, and then of course you can get the full size for, I think the full size of this is even cheaper than the mini one. So I really do think that this is 100% a dupe. I don't think anyone's lying about that. It is literally identical, and I believe you are getting slightly more product in the e.l.f. than you even are getting in the Charlotte Tilbury, which is crazy. I'll show you guys what my makeup looks like in like natural lighting, just so you can kind of see both sides. All right guys, until next time, bye.